Welcome back, everyone, to our Let's Play series of TransRoad USA. So where we left off in our last video is basically right now we're trying to make up for some lost time. I'll admit that whenever I first started this Let's Play series, I chose the career mode because I thought it would give us a bit of a storyline to follow and it would start to introduce some new elements to the game flow in a pretty simple and easy to understand way. Well, it's done some of that, but also it has been way more restrictive than I thought it would be. I thought it would have a storyline that we could choose to follow along with or sort of go our own way for a while, and that's exactly what we've done. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that the restrictions would be that we can only expand at the rate at which the career mode wants us to do so. So we're going to have to go back and catch up on some of these things that were basically intended to be done at very early on in the game. Right now, we need to make a couple of contract deliveries to both New York City and Pittsburgh. You can see we've already done one to Pittsburgh, and we've got a couple of things going. All right, now Schedule 1 has nothing to do with these two career mode quests, but however, 2 does. You can see it's hitting both of those. We're delivering to New York City and to Pittsburgh, and then we come over to Schedule 5, and we're delivering to Pittsburgh. So I think we're going to be really well off. Here, we'll have to see what city shows up after Pittsburgh is done, and then we got to find at least one more contract, I believe, going to New York City. That's not going to be a problem, and it's not something I'm going to worry a whole lot about. The other thing we're going to need to do pretty quick is we're going to need to get Billy some work. We've already seen in the last few videos that when Billy doesn't have anything to do, he gets really anxious, he gets upset about our former employer, and he becomes a private investigator. We don't need him doing that. We need him on the road doing work for the company. So let's go ahead and see if we can find him something to do. Let's go ahead to an empty schedule, Schedule 3. Now, Billy is over in Augusta right now. Looks like he was headed probably to the HQ. All right, let's click on Augusta. Let's make sure we've got Billy's trailer here. It's all set. Preferably, again, I would want to have something that is a longer duration. Oh, wow, look at this. Augusta to LA, $5,200 per trip. And of course, it's one of these recurring. I love it. But of course, it's 2 trucks. Again, as I've mentioned in, I believe it was last video, I talked about the recurring loads. Thank you to those of you in the comment section who let me know that these are still pretty bugged. So we might have some issues there. There's another one, $5,300. These are extremely, extremely tempting. All right. Oh, here is a nice one. If it wasn't for 2 trucks, we'd be great because it's going to New York. What about this one? Again, 2 trucks. Oh, wow. That is huge. But once again, what do we have? 2 trucks. That's right. So let's go back and let's just find something with 1 truck. And let's see. Let's take this back. Let's take this to Boston. 10 trips. Not bad. Again, not the most lucrative thing in the world. Let's see what we've got in Boston. I'm not going to go ahead and set it up just yet. But, all right, back to Augusta. Okay, that's not bad. All right, we'll hold off on that, naturally, because right now we've got, we're too far away for the timing to work out on that. We would get hit with penalties, I'm sure. All right, let's go ahead and get everything going. Another thing I want to do early on today is I want to get Billy a partner on his routes. As I've mentioned repeatedly, ever since we initially did our discussion of these backhauls and single truck contracts really not being single truck contracts whenever you try to load them up for a lot of backhauls. Ever since we started that, we learned that basically you're taking some luck into your hands whenever you attempt to do these backhauls without scheduling them exactly perfectly, because you don't have a whole lot of extra time in these. And so it depends on the time of day, you know, because you can lose time by booking one of these contracts at like 10 or 11 at night, and you lose an entire day by doing that. I know that's something the developers are working on, but essentially that's just not something I want to deal with a whole lot, because as I've mentioned over and over, I am very much a casual player of this game. I'm not interested in spreadsheets and calculators to figure this stuff out. I have no interest in that. Okay, so it looks like everybody is good except for our return trip back here. But you can see both of our guys are in Monty. All right, so let's go ahead and get them back toward Augusta. There we go. So now that they're back toward Augusta, we can look for, again, let's look for the dry trailer, and let's see what we've got going back to Monty. There we go, a nice 20 tripper there. It's for 2 trucks, though. That's the bad part. We're going to go ahead and take it. We should be fine. As I've mentioned before, a lot of these times it'll work out anyway. So we're going to go ahead and go with this. Now, also, as I began talking about in our last video, a recent update, there we go, we finished off Pittsburgh. In a recent update, the developers have really been working hard on some performance issues. And I'm happy to report that it's sort of a good and bad situation for me right now. If I get things going, let's see, let's make sure nobody is, looks like we got one person idle. Okay, there we go. We got one person idle there. And where is he going? Pittsburgh to Charlotte. Where is this guy? There he is, right there. All right, so he's going to be headed down the road there. What we're actually going to do is this. Let's find our, okay, there's our guy that is, let's go ahead. We're going to let him head back to the HQ because one of the things I want to do is get Billy a partner. And so we're going to make him the partner. So we're going to let this other guy finish off his route. And then what I plan to do is combine him into one of these other schedules. What I want to do is try to condense our schedules again. I don't want to be running 3 and 4 schedules with this number of trucks. What I would prefer to do is run 1 to 2 schedules and just try to keep it simple. Again, that's the entire point of the game for me. There we go. So now we've got this guy in Charlotte. Let's see if we can get him a job headed back. Just a quick job, a 1-trip deal back up where we are. 50 trips. Boy, I love all of these trips. Look at this, 91,000. I mean, this is what I want. Unfortunately, it's not what I need right now. I just need a single tripper. Something that is simple. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll just take this one. That'll get us to DC. So we'll work this guy. We'll work him back up toward our other drivers and our HQ overall. Okay, so now we've got, do we have him? Yes. We have our other guy back in the HQ. Let's go ahead and pull him up. Let's see. I'll tell you what, we don't need to be in there. We need to be in the depot. We'll pull up his trailer. He is using the dry van. We're going to sell that. Now that means we need to go shopping. Let's see. We should be able to just at the used, since all we're coming for is a trailer, and we want the reefer trailer. Okay, let's go ahead and get that, confirm that purchase. And we should see that headed up from New York here momentarily. There it comes. All right, so let's see how we're doing otherwise. All right, there we go. Keep going. So 12 of 20, 4 of 20. These guys are all set. They're in great shape. All right, economic boom. Oh, that's for the dump trailer. All right, we don't have those. But now, here we go. Contract delayed. And this absolutely drives me nuts. But we're not going to talk about it anymore because that is not what we're doing right now. We're not going to focus on that anymore. I've spent enough time talking about that. So I do want to see, though, which one is that on? That is on number 2. That could be something that I simply messed up. No, doesn't look like it. Looks like single truck. Yeah, everything should be fine there. Okay, well, we're just going to move on. I'm not going to spend any more time on it. But what we are going to do is we're going to make this a 2-truck schedule with the reefer trailers. All right, there we go. All right, another salary increase request. Again, this is very minimal. He is making basically nothing. compared to some of the more expensive drivers that we've seen applications for. So I'm not even going to mess with that. I really don't know what happens if you decline that. But I will tell you this, I'm not particularly worried about it. So we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on that. All right, let's see where our reefer guys are. Here we go. We got one coming right down to Boston now. Let's see if we can. Oh, very nice. Oh, I'm on the wrong trailer. It almost got me. All right, so we need to head back. We're not going to get it, are we? No, we are not. Okay, now a big part of me says, hey, let's go ahead and try this one. Let's do this. And I think we could actually get by with it, but I'm not going to try it. What I do want to see is what are some of these other contracts worth? Oh, wait, there's Augusta. Okay, I missed that one on the way through. Never mind. I went right over that one and did not even see it. Okay, there we go. Everything's going good with our reefer schedule. Let's see how our guy's doing down here. 2 of 4. Again, we're working him as best we can. All right, so we're good there. We finally got that contract fulfilled. I believe that was on schedule number 2. And let's go down here and see. We're at Pittsburgh to New York, so we need New York back to Pittsburgh. And we only have, we only have 1 truck. So this is going to be one of the schedules that will get taken out. We're going to get rid of this schedule as soon as we can. And so what I will probably do, if I can remember, is I will take this driver, once he's done with his 4 deliveries here on schedule 5, I will take him and simply add him to this route so that on schedule 2, so that we can get this one done, hopefully, and keep our $82,000 completion bonus, and then we'll work from there. That's my plan anyway. All right, let's go ahead and get everything going back. Take a quick glance. All right, we're going good there so far. 2 of 4. Everything is good. All right, I like it. I like it. Single truck contracts here. We got 2 trucks on it. That's exactly what I want. And we're almost done. There we go. By the way, let's take a quick glance. All right, so now we have no new quests here. That could be either very good or very bad. So we'll see how it goes, but first we need to get through with New York City. Okay, and don't we have something going to New York? Yes, there, it's the 50 tripper. That's what it was. I knew I had seen it somewhere. Okay. All right, so now we need to check in on our reefer trailer guys. Unfortunately, we've got somebody. Oh, yeah, he definitely needs to go in for some maintenance. Let's have him go ahead and do that. Did that not? That did not take. Why did that not take? It's right there. Do it. 12.5. And okay, so it looks like, oh, good. We caught him before he got too far up the interstate there. Very good. All right, unfortunately, in the meantime, we also got our other truck that was on the move, which turns out to be good. We need Augusta back down to Boston. Let's see what we've got. Augusta to Boston. Wow, 50 trips. It's a 2-truck deal, though. That after what we've just seen, I have no interest in that anymore. Okay, so we may not get what we want here. I do, however, want to see sort of how some of these others are priced. You can see we're getting a lot of 2- and 3-truck deals, which is great. That's exactly what we want when we combine our schedules to be a lot more concise. But for now, we don't have enough trucks to really feel comfortable doing that one. Nope, just don't have one that is available right now. So we'll just do without the backhaul. Won't be the first time, and it will not be the last time either. All right, here we go. You can see we're almost done with the 20 trips here. There we go. So now we need from Monty back. And let's get our trailer taken care of. By the way, I really like that it does this. This is a very big help to me. Anything that can help me not mess myself up any worse than I normally will anyway is a huge help. All right, so wanted to see if there was anything else going back to Augusta other than this one. This is a 3-truck deal, so this is no good to us. All right, again, this is why we're going to start to condense. And there we go. Where was that contract? Oh, that was down here, number 5. And I believe that is him, right? Yes, right here in Pittsburgh. So let's go ahead and we're going to add him to schedule number 2. Okay, because this is a single truck contract and we've been going along just perfectly fine. But by adding another truck to that contract, we will be in better shape. We'll get it done quicker. And then we can start to look for some return trips, with the end goal again being, okay, so now we've got our secondary reefer trailer. Let's go ahead and add him back. All right, even though, well, yeah, he is not going to have anything to do on this particular contract, but that's okay. We'll let him head. Where is he anyway? Is he still down? No, he is not. No, he's in Boston. All right, let's see. He is in Boston. So let's see what we've got. That is a pretty nice one. Again, it's a 2-truck deal. Let's see what we've got. Because the idea is that we've got our other driver who must be Billy, who is headed to Augusta, and that will fill that out. Okay, I'll tell you what, I think I'm just going to let this guy go back, and we're going to let him go. All right, what just got completed? Oh, that was, wait a minute. Well, that doesn't make sense. Okay, I must have been reading that wrong. All right, so now we've got both of our reefer trailers are all set. One is in Boston, the other one in Augusta. Let's see if we can find some nice deals here. I know we got 2-truck deal. Anything else? Oh, wow, 3 trucks. Man, that is awesome. As soon as we can expand, we're in good shape, as long as we don't have any changes in the economy that hurt us. All right, Boston to Charlotte, that is a nice one, $4,600 per. We're going to stay away from these contracts. Oh, wow, Boston to Monty. That is huge, 50 trips. It's not that much per. Not bad. Okay, we need to go to New York anyway. Let's take this one. We need to go there anyway. Let's go ahead and get both of these guys going to New York. Have we had any deliveries to New York? No, not yet. But we have one outstanding that we're working on. I believe it's also a 50-trip deal. And is that one here? No, that's on schedule 2. There it is. Okay, speaking of which, let's head back over and see if there is anything as far as a return trip to Pittsburgh that we can pick up. There is a 15-trip deal. It's a 2-truck. Do we want to take that chance? Not really, but I will if there's nothing else. Here we go. This is a nice one. It's only a 3-trip deal, so it's not the greatest thing in the world, but we'll take it. We'll take it to try to pay the bills. Try to at least pay a little bit and help out. So our money's doing great. We're almost at 1.4 million. So that's not an issue for us right now. Okay, so we've gotten a few things accomplished right now. We've gotten Billy a partner so that we can run single truck contracts now with 2 drivers. So we're in good shape there. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at our maintenance. Let's see, 4,100. And everybody else is pretty good. Okay, so we got a little while before we're probably going to have to worry about any maintenance. Okay, so we're all set there. Money's still flowing in. I love it when I see the money pop up every time they make a successful delivery. There we go. Regardless of the amount, as long as we're making money, that is ultimately the idea. All right, there we go. So now we have completed that one short contract. So where are these guys? Are they both over here in Pittsburgh? Looks like it is right now. Oops, wrong one. That's not what I need. All right, so this is schedule 2, Pittsburgh, and yes, they're both in Pittsburgh, so we don't want to set up any new contracts right now. We'll wait till these guys get over to New York, and then we'll see if there's anything else we can pick up for the return trip. All right, it just stopped. All right, somebody is idle. And where did you just come from? Oh, there we go. Augusta to Monty. Okay, he is now idle. I tell you what, let's go ahead and add him on here. So this is how we're going to start to condense all of these things. Going to try to get a lot more simplicity in. Okay, we'll keep an eye out. So we should take care of this particular quest just with the contracts we have outstanding right now. Okay, there we go. That takes care of schedule number 1. Now we're going to drag this guy onto schedule number 2 as well. So let him come down here and get involved. That'll get this done at a much quicker rate than it would have otherwise done. Let's pause real quick because I noticed we've got one of our reefer trailers down here in New York. Let's see if we can't pick up a return trip back to Boston. What is this one? This is a 1-truck deal. Not that much money, but we'll take it. That's okay. For now, we're just going to try to keep this. All right, and I want to make sure that we get, let's see, this is number 3. Who is in New York? It is the second driver. Let's drag him onto the second contract if I can. Yes, okay. I was worried there for a second it didn't pop over. All right, now they'll both be on it as we head back up to Boston. There we go. And let's check in with our dry trailers as we're now at 24 of 50. All right, and these guys are working hard. I like it. I like it quite a bit. Again, simplicity is what I'm after. Okay, now that our guys are getting back over toward New York, let's try one more time to see if we can indeed. Wait a minute, did that? Oh, it was going to let me choose that, even though I'm on schedule 2. Okay, I don't like that because I need all the help I can get. All right, so Pittsburgh. What do we have in Pittsburgh? 15 trips, a very nice completion bonus. I like this. We will take it. All right, take off, guys. All right, contract fulfilled. Which one was that on? That is here on schedule 3 with our reefer trailers. So New York. All right, there's the guys back in Boston. Let's wait till they get back down to New York. Here they come, or at least one of them anyway. Let's see if there's anything headed back. New York City to Boston, 15 trips. It's a 2-truck deal. I'm tempted to take it anyway to give it another shot. I'm really trying not to develop a bad attitude about this game and the timing of all these contracts. I'm really trying not to, but it is becoming increasingly difficult for me. I will admit that. And that is why, for those of you who wonder why so often I do not book the return trips or the back hauls, that is why. It helps a lot with my frustration not to deal with that. All right, looks like we got some maintenance that is about ready to happen. And let's see, this guy. All right, this is going to be good. I want to make sure that he gets that load and is headed back. But then, luckily for us, he's headed to New York anyway, so this isn't going to be all that big of a deal. Okay, there we go. We're up now to basically $1.5 million. I like it. All right, let's see. We're about done here with 2 out of 3 trips. There we go. So now we need something New York back to Boston, but it looks like both of our guys are headed to Boston right now. They are. Here they come back. And there we go. Let's see if we can line them up something. Okay, New York back to Boston. Again, this one is looking more and more tempting. New York to Boston. Okay, well, once again, also a 2-truck deal. And it looks like we're going to be looking at strictly 2-truck deals. All right, 15 trips, 4 trips. Let's try the 4-tripper. Yeah, I mean, these guys are basically right on this thing. Look at the time. Look at this time. Oh, I'm glad I saw that. Okay, let's go ahead and let this thing, there we go. I wanted to let the clock tick over to the next day before I book this. Again, it's just one of those things I don't like dealing with. Maybe it's realistic. Maybe everything is working as designed in the game. Maybe some of you other guys enjoy that. I, however, do not enjoy that at all. That is nitpicking, and that is micromanaging on a level that drives me crazy. So I will be avoiding that as much as possible. I just happened to catch that one. All right, let's check in on schedule number 2. 33, 34, 50, 7 to 15. Everything is going great. Quest to New York. I could have sworn we already had one of those completed. Oh, no, I guess not. Okay, contract fulfilled. That must be, yes, on schedule number 3. Okay, so we got by with that one. That one turned out well for us. Let's see. So now we need New York back to Boston. Where are these guys at? Go ahead and let the time run a little bit. Yeah, both of our guys are back up in Boston. So we'll wait till they get back to New York. There we go. All right, New York to Boston. Not that good of a contract. We'll take it if we have to. What was that one? Just 5 trips, 9 per trip. Okay. And let's see if anybody else has got anything. Okay, this isn't bad. Again, the 2-truck thing. Let's just go ahead and do it. We've got both of our trucks here, so we can essentially take care of this pretty well on time once you account for the delivery time, the loading and unloading, that kind of stuff. So I think we're going to be okay. If it were a longer number of deliveries, if you had, 15, 20 plus, then that loading and unloading time, that kind of stuff really starts to add up, and the game does not allow for that, unfortunately for me. So let's just take a quick glance. Looks like we're going to be perfectly fine here. Okay, good. Just what I was hoping for. All right, let's let them go ahead and get back down closer to New York before we look for yet another contract. Okay, so we're on the right trailer. Let's see what we've got. Boston, 4 trips. Okay, we'll just start taking these things as quickly as we can. Keep things moving. Let's check in real quick on schedule 2. All right, so we're almost done with this particular contract. And I say almost done because we got 4 trucks on it. All right, so now, let's see, Pittsburgh to New York. Now we need something New York back to Pittsburgh. Let's see if we can find something really good. And that is a 3-truck deal. That's not bad. 15 trips. Let's see. That's not too bad. I was hoping for something closer to about 10, so they would both be done about the same time. But that's not such a huge deal that I'll pass up a good contract. All right. This one, actually, I like this one. This one's real quick. It's a 4-tripper, which means we can get done in 1 trip with it. With our 4 trucks, let's go ahead and take that one. That should work out really quick. That's some nice quick money. Plus, we'll get $9,500 as a completion bonus. We'll take that. Okay, so we're 42 of 50 there, 28 of 50 here. Once those complete, that will take care of this. Oh, wait. Oh, are you serious with this? Don't even start with me on this. This is, okay, I'm just going to stop talking now. We're going to move on to another discussion topic. I am not even going to acknowledge that anymore. What just got completed? Okay, so it's our Schedule 3 guys with the reefer trailers. Let's let them get on back down to New York City. There we go. Or at least there's one of them anyway. Wait, I want to check on this special contract. All right, so what do we need here? It's all dry goods. So we've got Indy to New York City. All right, this is where it gets interesting because it seems simple enough. You're going Indy to New York, Savannah to New York, Washington, D.C. to New York. Here's the problem that I have. And we've got plenty of time. You know, we're on the 9th right now of September. This doesn't start till the 23rd. Here's the problem that I have. I don't have any way to stop trucks from going other than headed back to the HQ. So how am I going to make sure that I have one or more trucks in Indy, Savannah, and Washington when I need them there? That's the problem. Now, what's making me think I'm going to do this is $294,000. And then if we miss out and we don't get it done, fine, we lose about $59,000. But fortunately, we're doing great on money. So I'm going to accept this, but this is where I need to be able to stop the truck somewhere. So I'm going to have to plan their routes and get some guys down there around this time. So we're going to see how that goes. That will probably end up being in our next video, though. All right, so we've accepted that deal because we fully intend to do that. All right, get that delay off of my screen. Now, what have we got going? Both of our guys are here. Are they seriously? Where are you? There you are. So I don't see, oh, there they are. I believe they're both in New York right now, actually. Can I zoom in and actually see these guys? So where is Billy? Is Billy... Yeah, he's there. Oh, wait, and already. Wow. So that got going back quick. So I guess we won't worry about setting that up just yet. So much for that idea. We'll let them get back closer to New York. And if I see anything that even resembles a 2-truck contract, I will not even hesitate to pass it up. All right, New York back to Boston, 5 trips. We're not even going to look any further down the list. We're just going to take it. Okay, there we go. Head back over to Schedule 2 and see that these guys are almost done. All right, so now you can see that they're starting to load up as idle, and that's what I've got to deal with here. Let's see. What do we have as far as up next? So we don't have to worry about sending them anywhere, not right now anyway. Once we get closer for that special contract, we'll have to keep an eye on that. But for right now, it would be nice. Let's see what we have. So we've got something going to Boston. We've got Charlotte, Chicago. Indy's not a bad one. That's not a bad deal. It's only 4 trips. And it would get us in the neighborhood, essentially, is what it would do. Okay, these are going to turn out to be very close in money. Pittsburgh is pretty good. All right, New York. So we need Indy, Savannah, and D.C. All of these are 1-truck deals as I scroll through each of these contracts. Okay, so we're in good shape there. The magic will be in getting these guys where I need them, when I need them. Savannah is going to be the interesting one. Let's go ahead and take a trip down to Savannah. All right, both of the, oh, this is a 1-trip deal. We'll take this one. That'll get us started in Savannah. I don't think we've been to Savannah before. If we have, then I don't think we've been there much. We'll put it that way. Okay, let's go ahead. So you're in New York. Why are you starting the time? You are not in New York. And where are you at? You are in Augusta. Wow. Okay, well then never mind. I'll tell you what I'll do instead. I'll let this guy, once he fills out his trip, I'll just let him and you other 2 guys head back to base right now, since you're basically headed that way anyway. All right, there we go. There's our first completed contract in New York City. And now that will put 2 headed to Savannah. That's good. Unfortunately, it's a 3-trip deal. Scroll down here a little bit. Yeah, we've not been to Savannah just yet. So we'll go ahead and open that up. And then I'm going to essentially try to find some local loads. Maybe we head down to Miami for the first time. To New Orleans, a couple of these places that we haven't been before, and just try to keep a guy in the Savannah area, at least one. And then same thing with DC. We need to keep at least one guy somewhere around DC. And then where's the other one coming from? Oh, Indy. So we'll need to keep somebody around the Indy area if possible. But again, I think we're going to have plenty of time to take care of that once it arrives. But we'll see how it goes. But that will be in our next video. For now, we're going to have to end it here. Unfortunately, as much fun as I'm having, we're going to have to end it here for time reasons. Thank you very much for joining me. And not only this series, but all the series in the channel. We really appreciate all of your support and all the views that you guys give us and the wonderful comments and feedback that we get on a regular basis. Thank you very much. And stay tuned for more of our Let's Play series of TransRoad USA.